putting it to you officially. I'm going to give it to you hot. And in the comment section, you can join along, everybody. Now, I'm going to give it to you hot first in Big Group. I am putting it to you, Big Group, that you have an Arteta agenda.
It's not an Arteta agenda. It's a more of a thing of I don't really rate the manager anymore, and there's nothing wrong to say that I don't really rate the manager and I don't trust the manager. There's nothing wrong in saying that. It's not far fetched to go and say that because when he obviously when obviously he's completely changed our style of play and he's gone like so reactive. It's like you're scared of it shows a weak mentality. Like it shows you're scared of losing. Like trust your players. Like you've got a good defense. So don't think, oh, if you go more attacking, you're gonna concede a lot of goals. Like you've got Saliba, Gabra at the back. So your defense will be able to hold it. So your defense can lock it down. Trust your defense to lock it down. Trust the midfield to do their job. Like I don't understand this trend of going so defensive and then people just trying to justify it to say the reason why Arteta went defensive last season in a lot of games is because of injury. Like,
Okay.
there were some games, there were some matches where you didn't need to go defensive. For example, like the Brighton game at home, the Bournemouth away. Like those are teams that for example you can beat. Why are you going total defensive? Like because you're 10 men down. You don't need to go total defensive. Go through still if you bring on a defensive player, still bring on another attacking player and go for the win. Because when you're chasing a league title, you have to take more risks. You can't be going because draws are defeats at the end of the day. Draws are dropped points.
Okay, Big Group. Let me ask you this. This. Are you saying Arteta is a bad manager, or is not just the one to get us over the line? Like, are you acknowledging that he's a good manager and he's not the one to get over the line, or you think he's a bad manager? I need to get that phrase out.
I think he's a good manager, but I don't know if he can coach if he's able to coach an attack. That's the thing. Because I say that because look at how many attacking players he's signed in the past 3 years. He's not signed a lot, and I think he's only spent less than probably less than 30 million on attacking players altogether in his tenure at Arsenal. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I'll be so real.
Why are you not cutting him the slack? Why is it that you're not considering that and cutting him that slack and say, okay, maybe because he hasn't spent much on the forward players, he hasn't gotten enough forward players in yet. Why are you not giving him that task? What do you think happens if he's able to get all these players in, just like we have said?
Then
as in attacking players now.
Then the thing is, there should be no excuses either way. There should be no excuses. Like if they want to give him, if he wants Sesko, even though I don't want Sesko, you know what? If I want to say this, give him Sesko. Like give him Sesko. Give him all the plays he wants. Like there can be no excuses. And I don't want to hear if Sesko ends up being signed. I don't want to hear the excuses of, oh, he's still young and stuff like that. You wanted him, so you make it work. If not, leave, walk away. But let's not even talk about the owners.
Okay,
let's not talk about the owners. Like I might want the owners gone, but let's be real. Truth be told, these owners are not leaving.
Now, this is one thing. Now, this is one thing I will tell you. This where I don't agree with you. You keep saying I should not talk about the owners. You keep saying we should not mention the owners. I'm telling you, Big Group, I am in no way. There's no way you're going to tell me to stop talking about the owner, because the owners saw us that we were short in January and they did nothing. They did nothing about it. So, and they are okay. They are the one who were okay with Arteta coming, getting this position alone all the time, getting second. They watch him and they still kept him in the job. And then you ask us not to look at them. Are you telling me if the owner of the job doesn't want success, how do you expect the manager under them to get success? when the owner of the job does not want success.
The thing,
That's
the
why I'm
thing
telling you.
is, the thing is, if
Agree there.
if Arteta's what Arteta wants and what the owners want do not align, then Arteta should just step down. I would rather want a manager who's willing to go toe to toe and is not afraid of conflict with these owners, because so that he knows if the owners
You're
are not going to
asking him
back me,
to.
quit.
You're
Like
asking him to
it's that
quit
simple.
a job
If
that is paying that high.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
should quit the job.
No, 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 no. It doesn't matter. If the owners are not gonna back what you want to do, you can step down. You can step down.
From that kind
Walk
of
away.
money, from being the third, almost like the third best manager, like highest paid manager is
But
top
but
three.
but but but,
You
but you're
should
not achieving.
resign.
But you're not achieving. You're achieving what the owners want, but not what you want in particular.
So you should now resign
It's
the
easier. It's
job.
it's easier said than done. But yeah.
People in the comment section, please help me have this year. I would like to know what you think. Oh, is it possible for somebody to resign from a job that is paying you for what you are doing? It doesn't matter whether you are success or not, and you should resign
Yeah,
from
but
that
yeah,
kind of
but yeah, but
keep paying
yeah,
you.
but the thing is, if a manager feels like they're not achieving what they want, they might decide to step down. They can decide to step down. It can happen.
Decide, yes, might, yes, but not will. I
I
don't
did. I
think that
didn't
would be
say. I did.
except if I said the job is tired of the job.
Yeah, but the thing is, you sort of think that, oh, if Arteta wins nothing this coming season, he'll still be in the job. No, I don't think he will be in the job. I think a lot of Arsenal fans will probably their opinions on Arteta will change if Arsenal win nothing again this season. I think they'll all want him gone, and
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm telling you,
I believe that.
it will get toxic quickly if Arsenal win nothing again this season.
I already told you already. I already know, and I already feel like all we as Arsenal fans, we both want the same thing. We want the same thing. We all want the same thing. We
No,
all
no,
want the
no,
team to
no.
win.
But here's the difference. It's not all the Arsenal fans. The thing is, like the old age Arsenal fans like myself and you want the club to be successful. But the Arsenal fans who had never seen Arsenal win a Premier League title, like the new age Arsenal, the people who were born like 2003 and onwards, they're only happy. The best they've seen of Arsenal is finishing second place, and that's why they're only happy with second place, and they're not really that asked about any further because they've not seen Arsenal win a league title. They've not witnessed it in their lifetime. The people who've not witnessed it in their lifetime, they're content with Arsenal not winning a. They're content with Arsenal not winning a Premier League. Like as long as we're in and around it, because it's
And
like is it that we should just be competing, like compete for what, like compete to what, like there has to be an end goal when you're competing, like it's about winning trophies. It's about winning trophies. It should be competing with the end goal to win a trophy, not just compete for competing's sake. Like we're not Tottenham FC. What are we doing here? Like
I get you.
this
I get you,
sport,
Bigo.
this sport is
Honestly.
about winning. And then you've got some people in the fan base that will try and brush off. Oh, it's a process. It's a process. This, that, and the other. Like it should not take any football club too long to win the Premier League. Like most managers, I get the fact that Arteta had to build his own team, but it should not have taken him so long to try and win the Premier League. Like the first year we challenged, he should have won the Premier League because of how far ahead he was of Man City, 8 points ahead. So that one was a big missed opportunity because at that time, like he should have been like, yes, for example, Arsenal didn't have that many experienced players and they fell off. Yes, the Saliba injury and obviously mentality. But when the City last won the league that year, Arsenal should have won a trophy that year. They should have because I think it was only Arsenal were almost perfect. And I was thinking it was just the one game, the Aston Villa game, where Arsenal just needed to be patient in that game and unfortunately, they did a few things in the way they were playing. Like they played Havertz in midfield, which they didn't need to do. Yeah, and Arteta, just because he was focused on Bayern Munich game, he rotated, but he decided to almost rotate a little bit too much in the sense of playing Havertz in midfield. He should have just played Havertz in the attack and tried to just let and just like and then if you had played Havertz in the attack, maybe Arsenal would have been patient and they might have won the game against Aston Villa, or maybe
Now,
even drawn the game. Because I think if
now let me
the
dig
fact that
you.
Arsenal lost that game was just a wrap for me. If Arsenal drawn that game, they also would have won the league on goal difference.
Now, Big Look, I get you. Now, let me say this. I've never for once said Arteta that lacks blame in all this. Arteta has a lot to, he also used to be blamed for a lot of things that happen because sometimes I used to feel he's always tactically rigid. He doesn't he makes some funny decisions sometimes and he looks silly at times sometimes with his decisions and when he decides to bench a player or when he decides to do one thing or the other. But what I'm saying is that I feel like it is only your employer that can keep you on your toes and expect the best from you. But these guys are not doing that, and that is the challenge that I'm having. But quickly, I want to just get your thought. What is your take on the news of Thomas Partey that it's likely that Thomas Partey leaves Arsenal this season? He's not signing a new
Unfortunately,
contract, Thomas Partey.
unfortunately, it is what it is. I think last season was the only season he didn't miss a lot of games. I think last season was an anomaly because obviously he's never around most of the time and stuff like that. So and I think him leaving will allow Arsenal to go back to the way they were playing in the 2022-2023 season. And I say that because you know what, Arsenal will not really focus on getting like technical players and physical players, but more technical players. Because I really think we need to go back to having technical players and not. Can you hear me? Hello,
I'm with you.
yo.
I'm with you. You're with me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
with
think we
you.
need
I'm
to
with you.
go.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we need to go back to having more technical players. Yeah, and because we've got enough physical players. Because I think tech, technical players supersize physical players. Like we saw it against like with PSG against us in UCL. I just think like I just think we need more. I think we need to go back to playing the beautiful football we played in 2022-2023 season. Because Arteta's shown like he can play beautiful football. Like I don't mind it if we're defensive against like
So you don't
some
have
of
any.
the. I think you know what in the terms of like when we're going defensive, like in the big matches, I don't mind it like how we set up in the big matches, especially away from home. Away from home, I can understand it, and against Man City, but against the top teams, yeah, at home, yeah, like yeah, other than Man City, I think like at home we should be taking more. We should at least try and take more risks. Because, like, when we're at home, we can take more risks. When we're away from home, I understand being very compact and pragmatic.
Oh, so you're not worried about the party news at all?
I'm not really too worried because I think it could actually help us like in terms of allowing Arsenal to become better as a team, even though Party might be a bit of a miss, but because you need to look at it from that angle as well, rather than looking at that. Oh, okay, we're just losing a valuable midfielder. Like I get it, get your point, but you also have to look at it from another angle. And I think the thing is when you think about it, this is how we could address the party situation. Considering that the fact that we have Rice is a natural DM, yeah, even though he's been made to play a number 8, we could just, you know what, say, you know what, like instead of buying like another, because we've got two midfielders who are sort of defensive minded players. So like in the in obviously in the form of Moreno and what's it like we've got like Declan Rice and
Rice,
obviously
Moreno,
Zubimendi.
Rice
Yeah,
can play there.
I think we should have like a thing where, for example, Zubimendi, Rice, double pivot. So those will be your two DMs, and then you have like you probably have like Odegaard, or you going, or and then you and then either I think probably say get like another number 8 to compete with another number 8. I'll probably say go and get another number 8 instead of like another creative number 8. That's what I would
Okay,
say.
okay. Just big, big look, on what you have just said now. What do you think about the link that is just linking us with Javi Simeons and Benjamin Sesko? As in, I wanted us to talk about Superman, but before we go into that, we'll talk about that. I know, don't just remind me to talk about that. But let's talk about that of Supermendy. Today we are hearing the news. The news is coming to us, and you know we are not in the UK, but you that are in the UK, you can always give us, at least you can be our update and media over there. Is it true that we have Martin Supermendy in London at the moment?
Yeah,
And can you just confirm that for us?
yeah. David Ornstein has reported that. David
Okay,
Ornstein,
so
yeah, David
can we start
Ornstein
getting
has
excited?
like I think he's probably coming to do his medical. So David Ornstein
Okay, so
has
are you
reported that. Yeah,
like?
I'm here.
Can I be rest assured that can I be rest assured that all is well? That not this deal is not going to break down. Madrid is not going to hijack it.
I don't think so because the thing is, David Ornstein has said that he's in London. He's actually an Arsenal player. That's that he's in London to complete his deal.
All
David
right, all right,
Ornstein
all right.
is one of those trusted people.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. And okay, then let's move on from that and then discuss the issue of the links that has been talking about linking us with Javi. Okay, you know what? Let's start. Let me start with Benjamin Sesko. What is your, because I know you are very very, don't even come and I don't want you to hide here because I'm going to expose you on this stream. You don't like Benjamin Sesko. Tell the house why. Tell the whole world why you don't like Benjamin Sesko. Why you
Because
prefer
I don't
Gyökeres.
because we need a win now striker. And this guy Sesko, he's not a win now striker. He's not a win now. Like unfortunately as it is, he's not a win now. Like you don't buy him to win a league title now. You buy him if obviously you're trying to get top four and whatnot. Like he's not a win now type of striker when I think about it. And he's not and there's and the thing is he's too raw and inexperienced, and Arsenal need like experienced winners. Like, and with the whole Sesko thing, like he's not good at passing. He's not a good. He lacks the fundamentals. Like he's not good. He's not a good progressive passer, and he's just more of an athlete than a footballer. When you think about it, that he's like, for example, Arsenal are a team that lack possession. If you look at obviously the underlying stats and you watch him properly, the underlying stats match okay what you see from the player, and he loses, and he's not someone, for example, who for example can keep the ball. Like he loses the ball easily, so it's like with Arsenal that like to keep the ball a lot. I don't know how that's gonna work out for him because he loses the ball easily. He lacks the fundamentals. So I just don't think that's really a great signing for Arsenal. I would
But
stay
let me
away.
ask you,
I would stay away from that sort of
let,
signing.
let me finish the conversation by asking you like this. Is it better than Kai Havertz?
To be honest with you, he's just a little bit better than Kai Havertz, but he's not really much like a massive improvement because all he might do is just he might just get Arsenal maybe 11 to 14 league goals, but he won't improve Arsenal enough to get Arsenal a league title, and that's my issue with that.
Big group. Kai Havertz got 13 goals last season. Even this season he was injured. This season he got like 9 goals. Last season Kai Havertz got 13 goals. Are you telling me that if Benjamin Sesko joins Arsenal, are you telling me he won't score 20 goals? Are you telling me he
He
cannot score
won't score
7 goals
20
more
in
than
the
Kai
league,
Havertz?
The issue, the one thing you're forgetting is that Arsenal need a striker, but it's not just a striker. They need a striker who's capable of scoring 20 goals in the league. In the league. Like, because the thing is, Sesko has never scored 20
All right,
league
all right.
goals in the league yet. Why can't we just go for someone who's showing it? And like, even though like, even though like, the thing is, obviously, I would want Osimhen. Like, obviously, he's probably the perfect option for Arsenal, but for some reason,
That's my own rule.
Arsenal don't even want to look in his direction, and I don't know
That's the
why.
one I want. That's who I
The
want.
thing,
Osimhen is all
if
I want.
Arsenal can't get Osimhen, then I'll just be like, you know what? Just go and get Gokeres. I'd rather take that risk on a Gokeres, and if it doesn't work out, fair enough. You go again. You don't just be like, oh, if you make a big name signing, you take a risk and it doesn't work out. Oh, we'll never take a risk again. No, you go again. You keep taking risks till you get it right. I don't like it. I don't like it when
I
fans
think I
say
get
this thing.
you.
When fans say this thing of, oh, because a big name signing didn't work out, I'm not gonna sign another big name signing again. They don't want to take the risk. Like
I think I get you.
like every signing is a risk. Like you got to take you got like every big name signing is a risk. You have to take risks, man.
I think I get you. I think I get you on that. I think I get you on that. Finally, like I would like to get you your thoughts. Of course, I know this is your favorite, so I know you only have good things. You have good things to say about this one. Victor Yokores.
Yeah, like I'll probably say, even though he's not my first choice option, I actually the end of the season started to warm up to the idea of Gyökeres because like he's um he's one of the top strikers at the moment. He's scored a lot of goals in Champions League and obviously I know he scored goals in Portugal, and obviously Portugal is not a strong league. It's not a strong league, but at the same time, I know he has some experience of playing in English football, so like Championship, and obviously we know a lot of players from
Yeah.
Championship. They tend to do well in the prem. They tend to do well in the Premier League. Like obviously, there's a high success rate.
Look at Leon Dillap. Leon Dillap.
But
Yeah, it was. They do well when they come from the
but
young.
I
Even Jamie
but
Vardy.
But with Gyökeres, I don't expect him in the Premier League if he's at Arsenal to score to be putting the numbers that he's putting in Portugal. I think he will put out less numbers, but I do expect is that maybe in his first season he might take a little bit of time to adapt. He might score like maybe 20 goals in all competitions minimum. So how
But
that could work out.
you just told me, you just told me you won't take that from Benjamin Sesko. Like you won't cut him the slack. Oh, how would you be cutting Gyökeres slack? Oh, if he comes in, he
Because
should be winning us the league. Oh.
yeah, but I'm saying because Gyökeres is proven, he's experienced, he's a winner. Sesko is not a winner,
So what?
and
But
and with the whole
you are
with
now telling me
Gyökeres
that
win
he needs time.
in his first season, he could get like maybe he could get 16 or 17 league goals, and that's still good for him. He'll probably score a lot of goals in the Champions League, to be fair. But I think I would rather Arsenal adjust the way they play to suit Gokeres. I don't want it to be a thing of, oh, we're not gonna adapt the way we play for striker. No, adapt the way you play to get the best out of a striker.
Ah, Big look, you are beginning to change your conviction concerning this. So you're beginning to change it, and I'm not imagining that. Please, you're not imagining that. I'm beginning to say, see, you're beginning to change your tone, because what you said is we need a striker that can win us the league now, and that's why you are going
Yeah,
for Eucharist. If I go for
yeah,
Eucharist,
and
I'm
Gokras is
expecting
a
you to
win
score
now
the league
striker,
now.
and Gokras in a win now striker, and but people will look at the league he's playing now, and I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to take risks. Like every signing is gonna be
Yeah,
every
no,
signing,
of course.
but like
See, of
Gyökeres
course,
is
I
a
understand
risk
what you're
Arsenal
saying,
I
and
could
I
afford
get.
to take. With Sesko is this risk that they cannot Arsenal cannot afford to take. If a team that have won a league recently can take a risk on a Sesko, like Bayern Munich can take a risk on a Sesko. Liverpool, if they wanted to, I don't think Liverpool can take a risk on a Sesko. Bayern Munich can because they have a lot of experienced winners who would sort of nurture, nurture Sesko and help Sesko develop faster. Whereas if he's at Arsenal, there's a lot of pressure on him because he's a young striker. He's playing for like a big club, a bigger club with more expectations in the sense of Arsenal being a bigger club than Leipzig. There's high expectations. So yeah, but yeah, if you want to call me a flip flop, like I don't mind being a flip flop. Like obvious,
All I,
obvious,
all I want is to all I want to say is use
obviously.
the same yardstick for Sesco, use it for Eucharist. Don't give one.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've not been proven wrong about Sesko. If
See,
I'm
big
proven
group.
wrong, if I'm proven wrong, then I'm happy to be proven wrong. But let's be real, yeah. I'm using I'm a flip flop. Like, come on,
Like, oh, big group, hold on, hold on.
I'm
Calm
allowed
down.
I'm allowed to change my stance based on what
No,
I
of course, of
see.
course. No, no, Bidu, get me. Bidu, let me say something. I'm not among those fans. Football is about season. Whatever is going on, you react to it. I don't believe in all those people saying, oh, you are a flip flop or something. I don't believe in that flip flop of a word. When your team is playing fine, you will celebrate your team, you will do everything you want. But when your team is not playing well, what will you do? You will change and you will call out what is going on. So I don't blame you for that. All the thing I'm saying is that by the time Arteta wins us the league or wins us any trophy, and maybe brings in Sesko and whatever we get and we win, I hope you hammer him the same praise, as in the same quality
Yeah.
and the same
Give
quantity of praise.
I'll
Like,
I'll give him his praise when he wins something. Like I'll give him his praise when he wins something. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to go in a bit.
all right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for being on the show. Big up
Yeah,
everybody
so
that's remember to smash up the like
yeah,
button.
and guys, make sure you're liking, you're subscribing, and get Solomon to 500 subscribers.
Please, 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 all of you watching, just help me. Just click the subscribe button so we can do what we do. Big up, enjoy yourself. I wanted to ask you about something before you leave. I want to ask you something about it before you leave. Miles Kelly, just before you go. Miles Kelly. I think it said it's a long-term contract, and I think you should be getting that done.
Yeah, you know what? I actually think that's good that he's signing a new
Did
contract.
you get me? Miles Kelly,
Yeah, yeah, I think that's
your
good. I
thoughts
think
on
we
the
have to be
deal?
sign. I think that's great bit of business because now you're making sure like you're good, your players are doing well, and now say are not walking away on a free and stuff like that. I think we need to get all of our other important players besides Liz Skelly, Saliba, like on a new contract and whatnot, like as soon as possible. This window. If not, if Saliba doesn't seem like he wants to sign a new contract, then I think Arsenal are better off selling Saliba in the this summer if he doesn't want to if he doesn't want to sign a new contract. Sell him and then go and get
I'm
another
with you
centre
on that
back
100%. I'm with you
because
on that 100%.
I think there's another guy there's a centre back in like the Dutch league that we've been linked to.
For me, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think
I
Saliba.
think look, I think the thing is if we go and get Jaro, Hito, and Saliba still doesn't want to sign a new contract, then I'll just then I'll then after I just bet off.